Among the most anticipated showdowns, Letsile Tebogo faces off against Erriyon Knighton in the 2024 Diamond League Lausanne. Both sprinters are hungry for victory, making this men's 200-meter race one to watch closely. In the 2023 World Championships on August 25th, Erriyon Knighton from the United States and Letsile Tebogo from Botswana faced off for the first time in the 200-meter final. Both were among the most successful junior sprinters in history. They competed against Noah Lyles, the defending 200-meter world champion and newly crowned 100-meter world champion from Budapest, Hungary. Lyles won the race with a time of 19.52 seconds, making it one of the fastest 200-meter races in championship history. Despite many considering Knighton as the future of international sprinting, Tobogo made a significant impact. He would later astonish the world at the 2024 Olympics. Tobogo ran an extraordinary race, setting an African record and winning the gold medal in the 200 meters with a time of 19.46 seconds. This achievement was historic for Botswana, as it marked the country's first ever Olympic gold medal. At just 21 years old, Tobogo has already proven his talent on the world stage, even before reaching his peak sprinting years. Tobogo's return to Botswana was met with immense celebration. Around 30,000 people filled the international stadium in Gabon, cheering wildly for their national hero. The massive turnout demonstrated just how significant this gold medal was for the entire country. The achievement meant more than just personal success for Tobogo. It was a source of pride and joy for his entire nation. The 2024 Olympics saw Tobogo deliver the race of his life, placing him among the fastest 200-meter athletes in history. However, his journey didn't end there. Tobogo was set to compete again in the 200-meter event at the Diamond League meeting in Lausanne. As the Olympic champion, he entered the race as the clear favorite. However, he faced stiff competition, including Erriyon Knighton, Curley, Joseph Van Bulle, Alexander Ogando, and Jareem Richards. Curley in particular posed an interesting challenge. Although he had experienced difficulties earlier in the season, Curley showed significant improvement in the months leading up to this event. The anticipated rematch between Knighton and Tobogo drew much attention, as they were the silver and bronze medalists from 2023 and two of the greatest junior sprinters ever. But Curley, who had an unusual year with changes in sponsorships, coaching issues, and various racing challenges, was an unpredictable factor in the race. During the Olympic trials, Curley managed to secure third place with a time of 9.88 seconds, and in the Olympic finals, he earned a bronze medal with a time of 9.81 seconds. This achievement was remarkable, considering that the men's 100-meter final at the Olympics was one of the deepest fields in the history of global championship racing. A total of 8 athletes ran under 9.90 seconds, a feat that had never been accomplished before in the Olympic Games. Curley earned a bronze medal for the United States in the 2024 Olympics. His personal best in the 200 meters stands at 19.76 seconds, but his recent 9.81 second performance in the 100 meters at the Olympics and his rapid improvements this season have led many to believe that Curley could challenge Letsile Tebogo. However, Tobogo remains the overwhelming favorite. During the Paris Olympics, Tobogo slowed down in the final 20 or 30 meters of the 200-meter race, but still managed an impressive time. What was most remarkable was how fast he ran despite competing in multiple events. In these Olympics, Tobogo ran 8 races across the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x400-meter relay, yet he still broke 3 national records. In the 200-meter final, Tobogo had already completed 5 races in the previous 5 days, indicating that he could run even faster with fresher legs and a better buildup. His 19.46 second performance made him the 5th fastest sprinter in 200-meter history, and many believe he can go even quicker. In the Paris Games, Tobogo's 200-meter race was a standout performance. He completed the opening 100 meters in 10.12 seconds, placing second at that point. However, in the final 100 meters, he clocked a split of 9.34 seconds, taking the lead by more than 1/10 of a second. This was one of the fastest opening 100-meter splits of his career, making it close to a masterclass in 200-meter racing. One reason many believe Tobogo can run even faster is that his final 100 meters in Paris wasn't his fastest closing split to date. That achievement occurred at last year's Diamond League meeting in London. Given this, Tebogo's future performances could push the boundaries of sprinting even further, with many anticipating even faster times. In the race, both Noah Lyles and Letsile Tebogo achieved remarkable performances by running their final 100 meters in under 9.30 seconds. This was a historic moment, as it was the first time two athletes had ever broken 9.30 seconds in the same 200-meter race. Lyles clocked his final 100 meters in 9.28 seconds, which allowed him to finish with a time of 19.47 seconds. Tobogo, however, managed an even faster closing 100 meters, finishing in 9.27 seconds. If Tobogo's opening 100 meters from the 2024 Olympics were combined with his fastest closing 100 meters from the 2023 London Diamond League, his potential finishing time would be an astounding 19.39 seconds. So far this season, Tobogo has set impressive records, including breaking the 300-meter world record in 3.69 seconds and running the second fastest 400-meter relay leg in history with a time of 43.04 seconds. He also became Botswana's national record holder in the 100 meters with a time of 9.86 seconds, and his 200-meter race was a stunning 19.46 seconds. On paper, Tobogo's sprinting strength appears to be among the greatest ever seen. His ability to maintain his pace, posture, and speed, coupled with his 300-meter world record of 3.69 seconds, has resulted in a final 100-meter split faster than anything seen before in the event. His versatility across various distances shows unmatched range, combining speed and endurance in a way that allows him to excel in every race. It's noteworthy that despite many months of non-stop running, Tobogo has not shown signs of burnout. His 300-meter world record was set in February, but he remains in peak physical condition. This suggests that he is well prepared for a major performance in the upcoming Diamond League race in Lausanne. Throughout his sprinting career, Tobogo has shown drastic improvements in every event from the 100 to the 400 meters. His average margin of improvement in 2023 was about 2% across the 100, 300, and 400 meters. However, his improvement in the 200 meters was only 0.2%, likely because he ran his 19.46 second time after 5 consecutive days of intense competition. If Tobogo were to achieve a 2% improvement in the 200 meters, it would bring his time down to around 19.10 seconds. While this is a remarkable goal, it's probably out of reach at the moment, as it would mean breaking Usain Bolt's world record by almost a tenth of a second. However, even a 1% improvement would bring him down to 19.30 seconds. Running a time as fast as 19.30 seconds would require not only an exceptional performance, but also ideal conditions, including favorable wind, track, and temperature. Additionally, a great start and a perfectly executed race would be necessary. In the upcoming Diamond League race in Lausanne, Tobogo's performance will be closely watched. Given what he accomplished in the Paris Olympics and the competition he faces against Erriyon Knighton and Curley, there's a possibility that Tobogo could surpass his personal best of 19.46 seconds. While it's uncertain whether Tobogo will challenge the 19.30 second barrier, his ability to deliver under pressure and his continuous improvements suggest that something extraordinary could happen. The Diamond League race in Lausanne will be a key moment in his career, and the competition against other top athletes will provide the perfect environment for him to push his limits further. That's all for this video.